Day 5. Holy Mary, help of Christians, listen to the martyrdom of the faithful.
Martyrdom is a distinctive dimension of the life of faith, and Mary is the mother of her children's Christian genuineness. She supports them on their journey with her help, so they do not fear trials, but tackle them courageously.
Application. Little Jalie had been barricaded for a few days in the church together with others from her village. During a raid, the chief of police had soldiers empty the tabernacle, and the hosts were spread everywhere. They shouted, "Now go! Woe to whoever comes back!" Jalie had made her first communion in May. Since then, she had received communion every day, asking Jesus not to allow wicked people to stop her from going to communion. "What would I do without you?" she said. Next day at dawn, she sneaked back into the church, knelt down, went up to the altar, and bending down to the floor, ate a host. She did the same the following mornings. Little did she know that she could have consumed them all in the same sitting, but above all, it was because she wanted her happiness to last. The last host remained, and Jalie arrived as she did every day. But this time she felt a strong blow, followed by laughter. The child collapsed. She still had the strength to drag herself to the host and consume it. A few convulsions, and her body was still. The little girl was dead. She had saved all the hosts.
Rector Major's comment.
Non possiamo, come Chiesa,
As a church, we cannot but weep before the drama of its martyred children. We cannot and must never get used to it. Hasten quickly to save those young people Don Bosco invited his Salesians as he lay dying. It is an invitation to a serious commitment that calls us, the Salesian family today, to support all those who are faithful to Christ and to the mission of evangelization, even to the point of our own life. This commitment is not possible without renewing the passion and death of Jesus in ourselves for the salvation of the young. This passion will make us courageous and able to overcome the fear of not being understood or of being marginalized or rejected by this secularized world of ours that rejects God, suppresses the supernatural, and marginalizes the believer. Salesian reference. In the seminary at Chieri, John had had the opportunity to get to know and be enthusiastic about St. Francis de Sales' main writings. In this saint, he had discovered a model, not only for practical action, but also as a lifestyle. The charity, patience, friendship, perseverance that St. Francis practiced in his relationships with people, despite the conflict situations resulting from the religious wars of his time, had a prophetic impact on his future choices. John recognized in those virtues something consonant with what he had received from the mysterious personage in the dream he had had when 9 years old. You will have to win these friends of yours, not by blows, but by gentleness and love. Testimony from the Salesian world.
كل شهر مريمي والكل بخير. بعرفكن عن حالي.
Happy month of Our Lady. Let me present myself. My name is Nelly Ahad Asafo, a Salesian cooperator in the Don Bosco Center, Aleppo, a teacher and a catechist in the Diocesan Catechetical Office in Aleppo. I would like to share some reflections with you concerning the difficulties our church faces after the war, economic, social, and religious problems. Most of the people who fled during the war were business people, owners of factories, people with degrees. The people who remained were from the poorer classes, depending on aid and the little they earned from work. And for many, work could not be found. The church has been involved in helping these people financially. In families, parents are not able to care for their children well. Cases of divorce have increased, and due to emigration, many families are divided. The percentage of elderly people has also increased due to the emigration of children and young families. The war generation has been poorly educated and looked after. As a teacher responsible for preparing catechists for Aleppo Diocese, I have problems finding volunteers to do this service for the church. Need and hunger have changed young people who have become more materialistic. They prefer to accept more cost-effective job offers by going to work with the highest bidder. On the other hand, regarding this uncertain future, I, as a faithful layperson within the church, want to play a constructive role. I feel a sense of belonging to my church, and I certainly need to be active and constructive in my society and within my family. In the end, as a Salesian corporator, I endeavour to live as I learned from Don Bosco, who said, "Trust in Mary and you will see miracles." I have great trust in Mary, and as a mother, I consider her to be a spiritual guide for me and my family. She makes me feel safe, and I feel her love for my children. I always ask for strength to help me hear God's word and understand His will in my life. Thank you. Entrustment to Mary. Wrap us under your mantle, O Mother, and help us to be an authentic church. A church that knows how to inhabit every place, every situation, that knows how to be a comfort to those who suffer, that knows how to leave the sacristy behind and touch the existential peripheries of history to proclaim to all the beauty of being children of God and yours too.